Something I find intriguing is this idea of wrong place, wrong time. This idea of good luck and bad luck. Was it Ian's fate to be attacked that night, or was it just that he stumbled really accidentally across this gang of teenagers who were just out looking for trouble? If he'd been walking the other side of the road, would he have been attacked? If he'd run 10 minutes later, would he have been attacked? It's the sort of thing that you obviously can't get to the bottom of, but something that I'm trying to explore in my work with various devices. I'm intrigued with this idea of a timeline and use that as a mechanism for hanging off these sorts of ideas so that you travel through the canvas. The other thing I'm trying to get at is to explore the emotions that you feel when something like this happens. The pure anger, the grief, the loss, all these devastating emotions that you can't control and that could potentially destroy your life. To try and get that across with colour and texture and form and shape, so that the viewer can experience what it is like to feel this terrible pain. Initially, when I started the work, my immediate response to it was to try and deal with it in quite a literal way, and depicting the actual event that took place in Trafalgar Square. So I found I came across tremendous problems actually depicting it sort of in too realistic a way, and with enormous difficulty worked my way out of it, first by just tackling the emotional impact. And one of the first paintings that I did is called Defiance, which is it's a statement of, don't do this to the gay community. It's a big pink triangle that's just saying, that's enough. And then I moved into a more poetic approach, which works much better for me. It's not literal. It's sort of working around what happened in a way that's more amenable to the way that I work, and suggests, rather than hits you in the face with it, it suggests things that you, hopefully the viewer will respond to emotionally, almost without an emotional response rather than an intellectual response. That's the first reaction, and then after they've looked at it for some time, hopefully a second awareness of what it's about.
Time, it was extremely painful, and I found it a very dark place to be in. So I couldn't say at the time that I was really getting involved with the work, but subsequently, since the sentencing and finding some sort of closure, I feel how important and how valuable the artwork is. It certainly demonstrates a range of different emotions that I actually went through, although at the time I couldn't actually bear to even think about it. So in a sense, it's a true reflection of my feelings at that time.